Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, June 17th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I show up and I listen to all parts of me. Whew, it is hot out there. If you are living in a place going through this heat wave, we're feeling it like this here. I think it's much milder than places to the west, but still feeling it here. Just sending you lots of love and coolness and hoping this will move by fairly fast. So, that being said, let's dig into this astro energy. So, we actually have a fast-moving yod coming through today. I was actually speaking to my friend Carolyn, who I know from Soul Garden Days, and who is coming out. She's doing, boutique astrology, and we were talking about these yods that she's like, I've just tracked them out. And so I pull up today's chart and I'm like, ding. This is not the yod we were talking about, but it is a yod. And so yod is the finger of God, finger of fate, reminding us this is important. And this yod definitely has healing connotations going on. So the yod is pointing at the moon in Virgo. So Virgo brings us to that holiness place within us. What my feeling is with this pointing at the yod in Virgo is that moon in Virgo can bring up some of the elements that can be, hidden or tucked away that we don't necessarily want to look at. So we can look at the healing aspect of Virgo, but this may have us looking at the places where we are critical of ourselves, or where we demand or try to demand perfection from ourselves or from others. But I think this is really a self-oriented thing, especially because Chiron and Aries is feeding in. So being really aware of any of those shadow energies, any of that criticism, any of that perfection, or just where you're not accepting yourself, where you're at, who you are, in your wholeness, in your holiness. And then, like I said, we have Chiron and Aries feeding in, and we have Saturn and Aquarius feeding in. And so these energies are both, especially Saturn and Aquarius, is like, the world needs you to be you. The world doesn't want you to be this carbon copy of perfection version of you. The world doesn't need you to be this perfectly healed, like, I am an angel version of you. The world needs you to be you, warts and all. It's one of Joe's favorite albums, actually. So, this energy is quite beautiful for digging in and just noticing where there may be places you can accept into your holiness. And it's interesting because I saw a post today, I don't know who it was, and I was like, I get what they're saying, but at the same time, and what they were saying, because I didn't really dig into it because I wasn't jiving with it, but was something like, people are saying love your wounds. Like, that's dumb. People don't want to love their wounds. And I think it's not necessarily loving that it's happened, like the wounding has happened, or thinking that it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's being able to love on yourself where there is nobody on this planet who doesn't have now or at some point some deeper, more challenging things to work on. And we all need to love ourselves there because it does help us ultimately have compassion, empathy, and understanding for others. So keep that in mind with this, but this really is like kind of that more self-focused, like where am I excluding these pieces of myself, and recognizing the world wants all of me because it is through you embracing all of you that you can show up in your purpose, on purpose. And purpose has so many layers. It's not just your career. It's not just anything. It really is like the path of your life, the work that you do, and trusting the holiness in that, that there is work. There are greater paths coming off that which you do. So, besides that, as of this point, we have not had the sun in conjunct Pluto yet. We're still building into that. That will be late this evening, but we're still going to be moving through that some of the day. So this is part of you also staying in your authority, staying in your personal power, but also being able to listen, not just putting on blinders to things you don't want to see. So keep that in mind. Moon and Virgo doing just a ton of work through the day. Moon is going to square square Mercury. So there may be some mental energy. I had a friend today being like, oh my God, I feel like, I think she said, like, somebody's like turning on and dimming the lights and turning on and dimming the lights. So energetically, we're feeling a lot, moving through a lot. Take it easy. The mental energies may be really strong. Take some time to ground in to move through them. And hopefully, again, if you're in somewhere that's having this heat wave, that you're able to stay cool, stay chill. I'm watching Luce catch and eat bugs in the background. Speaking of Moon in Virgo connecting to Venus and Cancer. I love that connection, actually. That connection's all about, like, tuning in. What do you need? What needs do you need to meet for yourself? What can you do for yourself to support yourself in and through this energy? That's actually creating a bit of a yacht, too. It's a wide yacht, but it still is. Pointing right at Saturn. The more you can nurture yourself, the more it will help you step up into that purpose. And again, I think the nurturing energy is a very important part of this ongoing purpose that we have. So tend to yourself. What needs do you need met in and of yourself right now? Moon opposite Neptune. I always love those Pisces, Virgo oppositions. So this is like calm the magic. Take some time in your reality for daydreaming. Don't just get stuck seeing through the lens of the mundane. Do put on your magic glasses and recognize there is worthiness, there is importance in and through that. Moon working with Pluto, helping move through maybe some of this empowerment work that we're doing as the sun and the moon go through that little inconjunct energy. And taking yourself back into your power as well, just in regards to who you are and where you are at in your life, and recognizing it is okay. Oh my God, I think sometimes we beat ourselves up so much because we think we should be so much further than we are. You, where you are at, is so important to your whole unfolding. Please keep that in mind and don't beat yourself up. Finally, at the end of the day, Sun square Moon. So, Sun in Gemini, Moon in Virgo. I've said this before, but the Sun in Gemini is like in the moment, noticing what's going on. Moon in Virgo wants to analyze it deeper. And sometimes it is just this simple thing, and other times it does need to be, deeper. Use your discernment. Do you have to go deeper, or can you just let this be what it is? So, speaking of, can we just let it be what it is? Now, it's really funny. So I just did my live in my feelings group back about the class, and this card came up twice, and it came up now. So this must be up right now. Suppression, but we are releasing suppression. I think the suppression that we're releasing is this thought that we should be something or anywhere other than what is right now. So letting that go and being willing to stand here and enjoy as much as we can in this moment. I also have the stress card. Take your monkeys out for a walk. If you are feeling mentally overwhelmed by this energy, it is time to gather your monkeys because your needs are not being met. This goes back into that Venus energy. How can you show up for yourself so that you're not spinning yourself out or doing too much in this energy? Don't compromise yourself. It is okay where you're at. It is okay to rest. Finally, I have the Miser card. What is this card in this? I think that goes back to the beginning where I was talking about there are some energies. What was it that I was saying with the Virgo energy? Some things, some long-held things, some long-held beliefs, like I should be better, I should be doing this, and it's causing so much stress. Noticing those things that you're holding on to, those shoulds, my feeling is those are actually deeply held Mercury retrograde words, projections from family, possibly teachers, important people early on, and this is a call to release those into the authority of yourself where you're at now. So I'm leaving that here. Please come check out my Feelings FAQ group if you are interested in this class. It is one of the most exciting classes I think I've ever done. I think it can bring so much understanding. I'm so excited to bring it forth. The first class will be on the 24th, so there is time to sign up You don't have to do it right now. If you're curious at all, though, come check out the group, and we'll see if it, if it's a good fit, or you can see if it's a good fit. So besides that, you can also book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.